In the unfortunate circumstance where an active shooter threatens schools or other gathering places, the Tacoma Police Department recently held training to be as ready as possible. Jason Plute has more.
It's terrifying. It's your biggest fear. I mean, I don't want to even think about it. It's so terrifying. Well, I think because every second counts, right? Like, these are the scariest things that could happen to kids or people, and I would want the law enforcement to know exactly what to do.
Active shooter or active threat. It's any parent's worst nightmare. To mitigate the risk involved, the Tacoma Police Department recently held a training session for 20 officers at Browns Point Elementary School.
What we do is we train our officers to locate and quickly stop the active threat of what's going on. It's a rapid response, get there. Sometimes it's collecting up several officers and going in as a team. But we also trained in the spring to teach officers that they can do that by themselves, if need be.
The officers participate in 10 hours of classroom training the first day. Then it's on to simulations on the next training day. Everything starts with safety, where actual weapons are replaced by those that fire simunition, a paintball-type round. It provides a realistic training environment where seconds matter.
We need our police to know what to do, and that makes me feel better that they're taking it seriously and training for something like that.
Going through training helps us because it really keeps us sharp and, ready for any situation we'll face on any given day, because you can be driving down the street and then, the craziest call of your career can come up out of nowhere.
It's not just schools that the department prepares for. Shopping malls, movie theaters, places of work and worship. Basically anywhere an active threat is possible, the department must prepare for. But in Washington State, there have been 10 active shooters in schools since 1971. So it's critical the police department works hand in hand with the Tacoma School District.
We have a tremendous partnership with the Tacoma Police Department and have had for a number of years. And we know that this kind of incident is not our area of expertise. And should something happen, heaven forbid, we rely on the police department's response to be able to keep our kids safe.
Training of the past, where an officer would wait for backup or the SWAT team, has evolved. Now the first officer on scene or a small team can be responsible for stopping the threat. In an active shooter situation, every 18 seconds on average someone dies. So a quick and effective response can not only mean fewer lives lost, but more lives saved.
We've had some active shooter type incidents in the city of Tacoma, but probably not to some of the tragic levels across the country. And hopefully we don't ever, but I would like to think that we make a difference, by giving us those techniques and that confidence that they have the skills to do what they need to do.
Actually coming into the school and running a rep, you get to actually physically go in and see what you're going to do and react to everything versus, trying to paint the picture in your mind, because nobody knows how it's going to truly unfold until it happens. And in your mind, you can play it out a certain way, but you don't know what the person that's a threat is going to be thinking. So it's kind of like playing mental chess, but actually coming in here, you get to play the game.
We need our police to know what to do, and that makes me feel better that they're taking it seriously and training for something like that.
We like to think of our schools as the safest place that kids can be. We want them to feel safe when they're there. And knowing that we're prepared, they're prepared, and our police department is prepared can help provide that peace of mind that should something happen, that will respond as best as possible.
Our department's really well trained, and I think for any situation, we can pretty much handle it all.
To know that they are training for worst case scenario and that there's going to be, our first responders that know exactly what to do, that's comforting as a parent.
For Tacoma Report, I'm Jason Plute.
Tacoma's Police Department and Tacoma Schools remind everyone, if you see something, say something. If you or a family member sees something that looks like a threat, call 911 immediately.